Okay, let's talk about this. I love it. You say you're starting and this felt amazing. It does feel amazing. I call it chase the feel good. It's movement therapy. It's movement medicine. It's a movement massage. Everything I do at Age Defy is like a movement massage. I hope I'm doing it right. That's why I'm responding to this video. You are doing it right. If it felt amazing, if it felt good, then you are absolutely doing it right. I had to change the way I coached people because now I coach on Zoom. My whole life, I spent 20 years in front of, big rooms filled with people, and that's how I used to teach, right? I would have 100 people in my classes. Some of the classes would be 20, some would be 50, some would be 100, but I always had bodies to look at, and I always could help them figure out what they needed to do during the movement because I was there seeing them move. But now I teach on Zoom. My studio's on Zoom, but I'm a person that has to figure out a way to reach into your living room and be there with you. And so one of the things I did as now a Zoom coach is I tell my students to chase the feel good. If it feels good, then it's right. Because now the movements that I teach, in yoga, I taught for years, very rigid, this is where you put your foot, this is what you do in this pose, these are the 3 things you do in this pose. I used to tell my students when and how to breathe. I don't do any of that anymore. None of it. There is so much room for you to move around what I am saying. And as long as it feels good, and it sounds like it did feel good, that it felt amazing, then you're doing it right. But before I let you go, I do want to break down what I call the movement puzzle pieces of the rotations, okay? Because the more you know, body knowledge of how to do it, then that feel good just gets deeper and deeper, okay? So let's talk about the movement puzzle pieces of scapular rotations. Your shoulder joints, they go internal and external, okay? So your shoulders internally rotate. That means they go forward and in, and your shoulders externally rotate. Your scapula, your shoulder blades, they go wide, they lift, they go down, they go in, okay? So they move like this. Okay, and like this. And then as well, you have your mid-spine, your thoracic spine, flex and extension. Put all those moves together and you get all of this movement in the areas of the body you need so much of. So watch really quick because I am running out of time. So internal rotation, shoulders forward, shoulder blades spread wide, spine round. And now I'm not going to shrug my shoulders. I'm going to lift the center of my body. And now once I'm lifted, then I pull my shoulders back, external rotation, squeeze my shoulder blades together, lift my chest, and then bring the shoulders down, and then go back into it over and over. So internal to external, flexion to extension.